About a week ago, I was out in this area and was surprised by rather loud noise. You know, you get used to background noises, but then all of a sudden, boom. And it was actually this palm frond right back here, and falling down from like 35 feet up. And you would think, I mean, now it's dried out. It was somewhat green when it fell. But you wouldn't think a palm frond could make that much noise. But the weight of the palm frond plus the height made it very noticeable. And those palm fronds falling is a big reason, as in the only reason, why I don't plant near this palm tree. I put some climbing orchids on the trunk, but basically I've had to keep everything else away from this because it's very destructive to a young plant and to some older plants. If a frond should fall from a long way up. So this palm tree is a royal palm, and I suspect it was planted in the 1950s because that's when this house was built. And it's a beautiful palm. If you're down at the bottom of the hill and you look up, you can fully appreciate it. But here, you mostly just see the trunk, and the trunk looks a little bit better than like a phone pole or a light pole, but basically you don't see the fronds way up unless you like really make an effort. So I'm sort of tired of the restrictions of this area because I would like to have more plants around the patio. And I'm also tired of, like palm fronds and everything falling and really not being able to appreciate this tree. So I have a plan. It's going to be a big change for this beautiful palm tree, but because of this situation in this area, it's not possible to move this tree. I can't just have it go on to a next life somewhere else. It's a great boulevard tree. It's beautiful in a lot of settings, but this is just really big for this particular area. So sometime very soon, I'm going to have a tree trimmer come in and make it a lot shorter. Of course, with palm trees, you sort of lose the palm tree part when you make it shorter. It will become just a large post. And my plan for this is to leave it about 10 feet. You can always make it shorter. You can't make it taller once it's been cut. And I want to plant dragon fruit on it. Dragon fruit I think it's pretty, as long as it's contained and it's, a nice spot like this. And of course the fruit is great. So that's my next plan for here. I'll have the climbing orchids still, have dragon fruit, and hopefully we'll have some dragon fruit too. So as of a day and a half ago, we have had a major change to our royal palm. It was gorgeous, it was big, it was not able to be moved, except for in pieces. We have all of the very top of the tree right in front of me. Each palm frond came down one at a time, and it was quite an operation. Very skilled guy with ropes, ladders, spikes, got up to the top of the tree, cut everything down one piece at a time, and then started cutting chunks of palm trunk. And some of those pieces are probably over 200 pounds, really heavy, makes a big thud when they hit the ground. And so anyway, those I'm not sure what we're going to do with, but I thought it's possible that there'll be something besides a convenient or inconvenient place to sit. The goal was to use as many things as possible from this tree. It has been growing in this spot for like about 65 years. And so I of course always like to use things to their fullest, but you really have to sort of honor a tree that has been growing for that long. So one of the ways that we decided to use it is this. I mean, this is sort of the remnants of the operation of harvesting the palm heart. Now, each one of these is pretty much not edible. I'm guessing if you ground it up, you could possibly eat it, but these are pretty darn stiff still. And this particular part of a palm frond is actually like this, except for, you know, this is much younger, has not probably emerged yet from the crown of the tree. So anyway, there was this large area, like a chunk of the crown of the tree where the fronds emerge, we just kept taking off the outer shields of these fronds, and eventually we got to the heart. And a royal palm heart, at least from this size tree, was pretty darn big. You know, it was standing up on this patio about that tall. And this is sort of the remnants of it. This is the base. And this part, I'm guessing we're not going to eat because that feels very woody. But this part it would be fine. And this was the next section. I had to cut it up in order to get it in the refrigerator. You want to, you know, wrap these and put them in the refrigerator soon after you harvest them. Either that or eat them. But anyway, this was here, and then we had these two other sections that I made also. And what we taste tested when it was first, you know, like cleaned up, you know, got all the stuff that was too stiff off. It was just very soft and sweet. And it seems that as you go further down, you know, closer to the base, that it's not quite as sweet and definitely more firm. But anyway, this is a rare delicacy. A lot of people have had palm hearts, you know, in cans or in jars, whatever. Fresh palm hearts are excellent, and I haven't tasted all of the different palm hearts there, but Royal Palm has the reputation of being the best. You know, and as I say, I'm up for tasting all the other ones too. But it's very good. So anyway, this tree, or the former tree, definitely was a limiting thing for us. It was really, really tall, and we just couldn't plant underneath it because each one of these palm fronds would be enough to take out a branch, a significant branch of a tree. And so anyway, it has now become not dangerous for plants, or, you know, possibly even the house if we had gotten a big hurricane. And it's going to continue on a little bit longer, as long as, you know, as long as the wood stays fresh, or, you know, not crumbling and rotting. Right now it's got climbing orchids on it, but the plan is to put dragon fruit on. It's not the ideal situation for dragon fruit, but I think it would be fun, and it would be something we could enjoy from the patio, keep an eye on, and hopefully get some delicious fruit from.